ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kevin Jackwitz. This is the Kaged Review, and this is a review for WWE Raw for September 24th, 2018. And I'm going to get right into this. You start with excuse me, backstage, Baron Corbin, Triple H, Stephanie McMahon. McMahon's pull up in a limo, and Triple H kind of excuses himself because looks like Stephanie's about to tear Corbin a new asshole, so he's like, this is awkward, kind of makes a joke about it. And then, of course, Stephanie McMahon does tear Corbin a new asshole, saying, you know, if he can't control things, maybe she needs to bring Kurt Angle back earlier than she thought. After that, the Shield goes straight to the ring. They're cutting a promo, and Baron Corbin interrupts them, of course. And he says that he's going to have a match with them later with two partners. And then he brings out Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre. And those three start basically insinuating that Rollins and Reigns are treating Ambrose like a third wheel, like he's doing all the work and getting none of the credit. And so they're trying to drive that wedge in. And it was actually kind of a decent promo with Strowman, McIntyre, and Ziggler. So I did kind of like how that started out. The first actual match after you come back from a commercial break is Finn Balor. He's with Bayley because that's his mixed match challenge partner. And he's taking on Jinder Mahal, and he has Alicia Fox by his side. So the match is basically what you would think it would be. Finn Balor carrying a lot of the entertainment value. I'm not a fan of Jinder Mahal in the ring. Of course, both girls try to interfere. Doesn't go well for Alicia Fox. Sunil Singh, he tries to interfere too. And Bayley does her Bayley to belly on Sunil. And so Finn Balor, while Jinder Mahal is distracted, rolls him up, gets the win. Don't know that I really cared about this match that much. There was no build to it. There was nothing. It was just kind of, okay, here you go. And the mixed match thing, I mean, it made a little distraction for, you know, what would be an otherwise bland match. So no big deal there. After that, Jinder, for some reason, attacks Sunil Singh. And then he, like, does his breathing, calms down, and all three of them, Jinder, Alicia Fox, and Sunil, now beat up, are trying to do the relaxation thing in the ring. I don't know. Then you get Natalya and the Bella Twins versus the Riot Squad. I have been saying since the Bella Twins came back that I don't want them back. I don't care to see them. They got their show they're trying to promote. Okay, I get that. And the only reason they are considered credible as wrestlers is because one is dating John Cena and the other is married to Daniel Bryan. And in the words of AJ, apparently talent is not sexually transmitted. Because I want to show you something. I've never really done a clip in these before, but I want you to take a look at this. This is why I get on to the fucking divas of the WWE. Okay, so you have somebody who's not paying attention, kicks one of her wrestlers dead in the fucking head. Then, after she rocks the person that she just kicked in the head, she's not paying attention and kicks her in the head again and drops her. This is why I get on to the divas part of this so much. The women that are brought in for their looks and not their talent. Because when you don't have talent, shit like this happens, and people that are actually talented and are working hard to refine their craft are shortening their careers because idiots are taking risks with their bodies. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So I was really, really upset with this match. I really was. I did not like it. I did not like what I saw there. Thankfully, it looked like Ruby Riott really tagged Brie Bella. And I mean, it looked like it tagged her pretty fucking hard. I hope that's the case because she fucking deserved it. So, anyway, the Riot Squad comes up with a win on an otherwise chaotic and terrible match. After that, you get a Triple H Stephanie McMahon Connor's Cure promo, which is, you know, kind of cute, but I've said from the beginning, I want to watch wrestling. I want to watch the program. I don't want a public service advertisement. And WWE just, they do it way too much. It's a great thing. I'm not knocking it. It's just not what I want to see. Chad Gable and Bobby Roode do a real quick promo on an iPhone, which leads to Gable with Roode taking on Connor with Victor. Gable beat Victor last week. Connor beat Gable this week. So they got some kind of low mid-card feud going on there. Don't know that I'm interested. It's only been going on a couple of weeks. And I think the character of Chad Gable needs a lot of work. And the Ascension hasn't been a big deal for as long as they've been on the main roster. So after that, Charlie interviews Triple H backstage as he's getting into the limo. He said, you know, basically things are changed and he's going to beat The Undertaker. Then you get Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre versus The Revival, which was actually a pretty good match. I really liked it. Drew McIntyre, of course, did a lot of the manhandling towards the end of the match, made him look really strong. And so, you know, the end is the Claymore kick into the zigzag, and Dolph and Drew pick up the win. Then you get Elias starts in ring. He brings out Kevin Owens, who is actually doing a Kevin Owens show hosted by Kevin Owens with Elias. Didn't make much sense, but whatever. Then they call out Lio Rush, and Lio Rush, you know, they're trying to get him to come to the ring. Leo's like, I'm not that stupid. Then he brings out Bobby Lashley, which turns into Lashley versus Elias. And just a really, really odd disqualification at the end of the match. The match wasn't really anything to speak of, and it lasted longer than it should have. Kevin Owens was chasing Lio Rush around the ring, and all four members of this are outside the ring. Bobby Lashley's prone on the ground, and Kevin Owens kind of accidentally kicks him as he's on the ground, and the ref saw it and called for the DQ. I thought it was just kind of weird how they did that. I wasn't a big fan of it. But Bobby Lashley picks up the DQ win. Kevin Owens was going to powerbomb Lio Rush. He finally got a hold of him. Bobby Lashley made the save. Backstage, you get a Drew McIntyre Seth Rollins bit where Seth Rollins is basically feeding Drew McIntyre the same thing Drew McIntyre, Dolph Ziggler, and Braun Strowman tried to feed to Dean Ambrose. He's saying, you know what? You had a really good win last week. You've had to carry Dolph Ziggler. Maybe you're the one being used. So that was kind of cool, actually. I did like that. iPhone, Ember Moon, Nia Jax promo, which leads into Nia Jax with Ember Moon versus Alicia Fox with Mickie James and Alexa Bliss. Nothing really great about this match. They had a couple of moments where Mickie James and Ember Moon were getting involved. Ember Moon did a somersault thing, hit Mickie James outside the ring. Nia Jax, of course, is going to win over Alicia Fox. She does come back, and, you know, she's the big monster. And again, they're talking about, you know, all this public service shit, dude. You know, like, be comfortable in your body. You know, they're talking about that, like, with Nia Jax during her match, during her promo. They said it a couple of times during the show. I don't give a shit. I really don't. First of all, being fat is unhealthy for you. I don't give a shit. And I don't try to cut people down because they're big. I've had a lot of friends that I've tried to encourage and lovingly encourage, but I think it's kind of a silly thing to promote, honestly, because, yeah, okay, fine, be comfortable, be who you are, but when you die early, hey, you know, people say, you know, you get one life, live it how you want. Well, it's a lot easier to say when you're healthy. So, that's my thoughts on that body affirmation bullshit. You know, the public service thing with WWE has gone way too far, and I think sometimes people need to be sensible about what they're trying to uphold. So that's my thoughts on that. The last match of the night is The Shield versus Corbin, and he brings out his two teammates, the Authors of Pain. The match really wasn't anything to speak of, to be very honest. The Shield matches are usually really good. Baron Corbin's not that great in the ring, and the Authors of Pain were kind of slow moving in this match. So, it wasn't anything grandiose, that's for sure. The Shield pick up the clean win. Reigns takes out Corbin, pins him. And then they ended it with Dean Ambrose. He's outside the ring. The other two members of the Shield are inside the ring. It looks like he's trying to decide, whether there was any merit to what the other trio had to say. And then he goes back in the ring, and, they stand tall, the Shield. And that's where they end it. So, overall, the show really, honestly, wasn't that great. It had a couple of cool moments in it, but nothing really spectacular. I do think it's a step down from last week, and last week wasn't anything to really write home about. And honestly, because Brie Bella, the Bella twins are being pushed to the fucking moon and haven't had one match where they haven't had amazing botches, it's kind of pissing me off at this point, to be very honest. As a fan, I don't like to see it because I don't want other people getting hurt. And I said this before with Nia Jax, because she was sloppy, she gets winded very easily, and it's not a personal attack, it's just the way it is. If you watch her in long matches, she doesn't last at all, and she gets to a point to where she can injure somebody. And this is much the same thing. You have somebody who really, quite frankly, just wasn't even fucking paying attention to what she was doing, and, Liv Morgan took a couple of really solid shots to the head. You could see it. I was not a fan. So I'm honestly going to give this, I'm going to give it a 1 out of 10. I really think that they need to get the message with some things here. So that's my take on it. Take it for what it's worth. I know I can be very critical of these guys sometimes, but there's a reason for that. And especially when it comes to what I've been talking about with the Divas, the main reason is safety. They have no talent, and it's just not anything I want to see on the TV screen, so it's also personal flavor. I won't say it's not. But, how many women have, been injured or been very close to being, drastically injured because these women that can't fucking wrestle at all get in the ring and wind up doing something really stupid. So, that's my take on it. So if you enjoyed this, or if you agree with me, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Jackwoods. Kaged Nation out.